crooked? Hey guys, it's Reagan, and today I'm here to do a slightly unexpected video, and that is the top contemporary books on my shelf I need to read. This has been an ongoing series I have been doing for the past 6 months or so, where I kind of look at my bookshelf, look at the genres, and pick out books within specific genres of books I really need to get to. And I never thought I would do a contemporary one, because honestly I don't own that much contemporary, but I've recently been much more in the mood for contemporary, and there's a pretty decent number of books on my shelf I want to read. Now, some of them I physically have, and some of them are at storage at my parents' house, but I want to get them, so I'll just have a picture here for you today. The first contemporary book on my shelf I really want to get to is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I've mentioned this quite a bit on my channel, but I recently read Everything by the same author, and this book is even more highly praised than that one. It is a love story that I believe takes place over 24 hours, and it has a very serious setting as one of our main characters is about to be deported back to Jamaica. This, I feel like, not only involves first love, but also appreciate that it has some other elements such as immigration, especially now as in the context of our country right now. I think this will be a really interesting and powerful story to read, so I'm excited to get to this soon. Speaking of powerful stories, the next contemporary book I really need to read is The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. This book is taking the world by storm, as it should be. This story is inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and is also inspired by a lot of Angie Thomas's real life experiences, but this follows Star Carter, who kind of lives in two worlds. She lives and has grown up in a poor black neighborhood, but she attends a fancy, mostly all-white prep school. Her life is very much shattered when one of her good childhood friends is killed by police violence, police brutality, and then from there the story takes off. This sounds very powerful, obviously, and it's been getting a lot of fantastic reviews, and also I really just respect this book for the message it's saying, and I know it's just an incredibly important story for what's going on in America and around the world right now. It's something I really need to get to, so I'm definitely going to do that. The next book that's on my list is probably one of the oldest contemporary books I own and has been on my TBR for a long time, and that is Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I think this is Morgan Matson's first big book, and everyone loves it. It's a summer road trip novel. There's music playlists, there's fun pit stops throughout as they travel the country. It follows our main character after, I believe, her father passes away, and she has to take the family car across the country to their new house because I think her mom wants to leave her original hometown and move closer to her own family. So she and a family friend who she's not super close with drive across the country, and they get close. I believe there's love, there's grieving, there's healing. It sounds really amazing and also the perfect summer read, so I really want to get to this very soon. Next up, technically doesn't count because I don't have it yet, but it comes out very soon, and that is Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is the third book to the All the Boys I've Loved Before series by Jenny Han, a series that I have loved. Probably the only contemporary series I am up to date on, but I love Jenny Han. I think these books specifically are just absolutely adorable. It follows Lara Jean, who is Asian American. She's half Asian, half white, and we just grow, this is a story that follows Lara Jean as she falls in love, deals with her first love, deals with her first major embarrassments. We follow her family, who I absolutely adore. We follow her in all of their baking adventures. It's just so sweet, and I love it. And I can't wait to read the next novel in this particular series because I'm trash for it. Next up is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This was a very popular book last year, and it's always caught my eye. That's why I own it. I just haven't picked it up. This is a more serious contemporary read. It follows two twins this is told, I believe, in two different timelines. The first timeline is they're 13, they're inseparable, they're super close, they're both going through a lot of different defining moments in their life. One is more shy, one is really outgoing, they're both artistic, and then 3 years later when they're 16, they're not speaking anymore, and something happened between then and now that caused this rift between two people that were once so close. So we follow that story and kind of the unraveling of their relationship, and hopefully the rebuilding of their relationship if it can be done. Anyway, again, this is a very much a love book. People sing its praises off the rooftops, and I definitely need to read it, so it's on the list. And the last book I need to read, which might be a surprise to a lot of people because I think people just have assumed I've read it because it's so popular, That's Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. This is a book I have again owned for a long time. I've read 3 books by Rainbow. I've loved them all. She has a really great knack for writing lovable and endearing characters that are also feeling very realistic. This story is a young love story between Eleanor and Park, and they meet on the bus and they're both awkward. They both have their own family and life dramas going on, but they come together and they kind of grow from each other. I don't really know much more than that aside from the fact that it's like heartbreaking and adorable and everyone loves it. Haven't read it. I need to, hence why it's on this list. But yeah. Alrighty guys, those are the top 6 books on my shelf I need to read in the contemporary genre. Let me know down below some books you think in the contemporary world that I might enjoy. I can use all the help I can get. It's a little bit of foreign territory. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you soon with another video soon. Goodbye!